Hello, man. This is Howard Dare. Thanks for stopping by. So, I want to talk about making a new game because, as we've been discussing this week, the game that men are playing in is rigged. Uh-oh, something's going wrong with my audio, I think. What the hell? Okay. One sec, people. I got to get a little feedback from you guys in the audience concerning my audio because something doesn't look right. But there's no one here. Hey, thanks for stopping by. People are showing up. That's good. We're talking about building a new game, both figuratively and literally. But I need to know if my audio is coming through okay because it doesn't look so great and I can't monitor it. So give me some feedback if you can, guys, in the chat there. So, as you know, as MGTOW, as someone who is interested in the MGTOW message, men are being cheated. The game we're playing is rigged, okay? And, when I say that, it's like, no big deal. But no, we're talking about men's lives. This is what we're talking about. We're talking about, your career. We're talking about the trajectory of your life. And you're being gamed, you're being played, you're being conned, you're being cheated. And you must know this, okay? And the reason, and I'm breaking it down on a very fundamental, basic principle way, like I'm not covering all the angles because, that's like a whole book, right? The reason why is because you're in a consumer-based society where the powers that be, these are the institutions, these are the true moneyed interests. This is the media, okay? They don't want you to be a strong, independent, rational, self-validating individual. They want you to be a mindless consumer who does what they tell you and follows the trends. And, it's reinforced by all of the people around you, by the men, by the women, by your friends, by your parents, by your brothers, by your sisters. They're all part of the group. They're all part of the collective. They go along with the group, okay? So if there's some popular music and it sucks, but everybody says they like it, they're going to say they like it. Now, on the surface, right, this is like, okay, whatever, no big deal. I'll just go along with it. And we do, right? Like, why cause trouble? Like if somebody looks at you and says, hey, nice day. Just say nice day back to them and walk on. So we kind of take it like that. Like, wow, this is great music. And you're thinking, wow, this music sucks. It's not even music. And and the five people around you were like dancing, So it's like, yeah, I guess it's not too bad. So this becomes the standard by which people judge their lives and the value of, within their lives and the moral and ethical road that they're going to take in life. And, the positive and negative reinforcement feedback that they're getting from the culture and the world around them. It's like, oh, okay, this is an acceptable bit of input. It's not. Okay. It's the blind leading the blind. You have to become the one who decides all of this. The standards, the judgments, the values, what you're going to do with your life. Let me pose a situation to you, okay? Let's say that let's say you're making a lot of money in life, okay? And money is important, right? Like if you don't have enough of it, it's a serious problem. If you've got enough of it, maybe, not the biggest deal in the world. But you couldn't blame a person for, stacking it up. So you're making good money, but you're not doing anything decent, good, important, meaningful. You're just getting by day to day. Maybe, selling light bulbs, telemarketing to people on Social Security at a ridiculous markup, right? Because it's a con job where, like you say, you're, helping out charity and stuff. So no positive impact on the world, no positive impact on your life, but you're making good money. Do you keep doing it? And now the reverse situation, okay? You're doing something important. You're doing something that matters. You're doing something that's making the world a better place. You're doing something that's important to you. Howard. Oh, thanks for stopping by, people. I really appreciate it. I don't know. It's like maybe I didn't set up enough time for, the notification to go out to bring people in. Alexander says, Howard, you really opened my eyes when you said that they use us to gain competitive advantage in business. I came up with a strategy. I just give them out my conclusion, not the reason behind it. Yeah, that's pretty good. And just, remain resolute in the reason behind it. And don't even leave it open to debate, because you're allowed to have your opinion, but you're really not. You know what I mean? That's the thing. Not in a blue pill collectivized, popular culture system. If you have an opinion outside of the popular opinion, how dare you? Right? That's part of the reason why I've called myself Howard Dare, because I will dare to do these types of things. Because it's the right thing to do. And I don't care how much, I don't care if I don't make any money. I don't care if I don't get any views. I don't care. I'm going to do the right thing. And I'm advising you to do the same thing. And the reason why is because I want you to gain back the value of your own estimation of yourself. Can you see that a consumer-based, media-based society is going to want to turn your estimation, your value of yourself onto their variables that they can control? That's bullshit, okay? I don't care what kind of car you drive. I don't care how expensive your clothes are. I don't care if you've had plastic surgery. I don't care if you have hair implants. Okay, I care if you do good work as a man. That's all I care about. I don't care what color you are. I don't care what religion you have. I don't care about any of that stuff. Why should I? What does that have to do with anything? Let's say we're building a new game. Software development. We're gonna build a game, MGTOW, like a simple Android app. What do I care? Your views, your political background, any of that stuff. I care about your skills building the game. Isn't that a fair and honest way to do things? And isn't that the way that men want to do things? But that's not the way it is it? No, you've got to make sure that, everybody has the same political and social beliefs. And if they don't, they get ostracized out of the group, no matter how good their work is. So let's say you're the boss of the company, right? And you've got 5 workers that basically are just mediocre at best, right? Like you're paying them and they're like fighting you to get the job done, okay? And you've got 1 worker that, just loves his work, would do it for free. Not that, they'll do it for free, but they do it, this is what they do. They're really excited about the situation. And they're actually kind of using what they're learning here to further themselves in life and their own personal career. In other words, yeah, they're very excited to be working on the interface of the game because they specialize in the interfaces and building those. That's what they love, right? Yeah. I used to love to build interfaces too. And it's a beautiful top-down, design method, because once you build the interface, once you build the menu system, to a large degree the functions. And at this point, I'm talking about applications, right? So, once you set up the menu structure, you know exactly what you want this thing to do and don't do. So it's a top-down design, kind of situation. It's like building, the table of contents for the book, before you sit down and try to write the book. Where was I? Okay, that's the employee that you want. You want the person to be self-motivated. Now, they're never going to give you your reward. The blue pill world is not going to give you your reward. You know, it's interesting. Oh shit, that's me. Yeah, some of you might even recognize that sound. One sec, my friends. All right, we're back. Sorry about that. So I think I'd like to build an application, or rather a game, all right? And I want it to be open MGTOW source. Not open source, open MGTOW source. I want MGTOW to work on it. I'll set up like a WordPress blog, and I can use that to like write down my stuff, kind of update you guys, and we could use it to coordinate, you know, the building of a development team, and you know, but you know, it's going to be, you know, what people like to do anyway. I also want to use it to create a network of MGTOW retreats, a listing of places around the country where a MGTOW man could go and, you know, meet another MGTOW man and, you know, maybe, you know, set up a tent on his, you know, land. Because, you know, there's men out there with, you know, lots of land. And, you know, they're willing to help. But, you know, they're only willing to help people that are trying to help themselves. You know what I mean? It's not like any MGTOW man would be like, yeah, you can just come here and live for free. No worries, bro. You know, no. I mean, if you're MGTOW and you're moving forward, yes. But if, you know, I see a lot of homeless people, okay, and they are not trying to improve themselves. They want to be on the streets. You know, they have the choice to go to various shelters, live under certain conditions, and they choose not to. They choose to live close to, you know, one of the open public shelters where they can get their meals and they can, you know, walk around on the streets and do what they like to do. And this is the emptiness. This is a consumer society. These people have no meaning, no purpose. They don't value their own lives. They don't value their own opinions. They don't value their own estimation of themselves. This is the game that we should be playing as men. Working out every day, increasing my skills every day. Right? But no, we're playing a very different game. We're playing a consumer game. We're competing for designer labels. We're competing for consumer electronics that are in and out of fashion. We're diverting ourselves with music, with the popular videos. Understand that these things, they continue to pull you off course. And I don't even necessarily mean like, I mean the process itself is destructive, okay? Popular culture, the collective mind is not the place for you to get your values and to get your opinion of yourself. That needs to be rooted in something stronger. And that's the game I want the men to learn how to play, because that's the game that's been taken away from them. And meanwhile, we could build an actual game to illustrate this process. Okay, we can build, we can adjust the world around us, we can see the new shape of the world, and we can take real pride in that and that ability. And then we can move forward and advance it. That's the game men should play. That's the game that men want to play. That's the game that men are trying to play. Building a better future, building a better tomorrow. That's why when things don't make sense, we're like, what the hell? Okay. All right, you get it. You get what I'm talking about. And like I said, I can't take one single video and cover every single aspect of, these things. I can speak on one aspect of it, and then I can move on to the next. So that's what I'm doing. And I hope my audio isn't too bad. Hey, MGTOW Biologic is here. Always great comments. Friday sheep talk. Well, that's the whole thing. They don't want men. This world, they were never training you to be a man. They were training you to be a sheep. This is true. You need to reconnect back with, the masculine aspect of our nature. You need to be aware of female nature. And here's the big one. You need to not be crushed and devastated and falling into desperation and depression and anger. Some of it's quite natural, the anger, because it's a lifelong cheat. It's a lifelong con job and manipulation to have a man throw his life away to a meaningless group of people and situations that don't care about him. Don't do it. Wake up. There's a great saying, and I'll go back to that later. Pisco is here. I probably fucked that up. Bruno, that's what's going on. From Brazil. Hey, my friend, how's it going? I'm thinking I might like to live in Brazil one day. It seems like a great place. It really does. It's got it's a modern city, right? Boom. So you've got all of that. It's beautiful. It's near the Caribbean, right? So you can travel to the islands and stuff. The people seem like they like to have a good time. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe it's living out there near the equator that does it. But these are vibrant, dynamic, energy-based people, right? And I really do feel like the United States and many of the Western countries have become so overwhelmed with popular culture, with gaining votes and gaining market share, and understand that part of the design in marketing is that if you don't go along with our product and our idea, we shame you. That's part of the whole situation. It's like, isn't everybody for gay marriage? If you're a straight heterosexual man, with standard, somewhat like traditional, values, good luck getting a woman. That's what Elizabeth Warren said during the last presidential, or the one before it, primaries. If you're a normal man, good luck getting a woman. Okay? Because your attitudes are not consistent with popular culture. You're a misogynist. Right? So interesting how quickly they'll throw that word around, and they don't even know what misandry is. Right? The men are being sent off to war and just being destroyed. They don't even have the word in their vocabulary. Understand that. That is a symptom of an authoritative, overbearing, censoring, brainwashing propaganda, negative propaganda-based system. We don't even have the word for it. Yeah, I'm outdoors, people, so we can't expect much on the audio here. I hope the audio is at least, understandable. Where the hell was I? I got a big garbage truck coming by. There's a bunch of garbage. Dennis Rawlings is here. Thanks for stopping by, bro. He says, you do a great service and identify so many truths. That's what I'm trying to do. I think that I know that all people, well, most all people, are really very smart and very intelligent. But we don't always have the words and the concepts to express the things that are going on around us. So that's kind of what I'm trying to do, because I struggled with all of these questions. Why is it that I'm the better worker and I've got a good attitude and, I'm fired and she's promoted? Well, what's going on here? Yeah, I've got a series of jokes that can, illustrate this kind of a point, right? But we're not going into that. Yeah, so I would like to come out to Brazil. That'd be beautiful. You tell by what happened? Wait a minute. Sorry, people. Hey, Malice O'Connor, how's it going, bro? Cheers, Howard. Keep up the good fight. This new matriarchal society in the West is out of hand. Wake them up. Keep it up. Yeah, it's a covert matriarchy. You know, they say it's a patriarchy, but every time they say that, they know that it's actually a matriarchy, and they're bullshitting us. They're projecting all of the things that feminists and popular culture accuse men of. These are preemptive moral ethical attacks that they are in fact guilty of, and then they are setting this up to use it as a moral ethical justification, a straw man argument also, for when they come and they actually do take away the rights. So that's what's going on there. How much money would you need for a decent tablet? Well, I'm looking for a used kind of Samsung production tablet, you know, something with like like a few gigs of memory in it with a decent processor, but it doesn't have to be a new one. I'm thinking probably like, $70. I should be able to get into like a Galaxy, G4, G3, I've been looking at them. I don't necessarily want to go for like Snapdragon. Well, no, not Snapdragon. I don't want to go for an off-name brand of, like maybe a 10-inch or 12-inch tablet that's got some decent memory in it, and a decent display, because I don't know that it's really going to be strong enough and powerful enough for what I want to do with it, And, MGTOW, I turn to you guys. I'm in a situation now where I can't work, where I'm on the streets, where I have virtually no way to earn anything, and you guys have really stepped up and really helped me out. And I'm still asking for your help. This is a great model, man, for creating a YouTube channel. Completely voluntary donations, no advertisements, no merchandise, none of that bullshit. I'm not here to do that. I am here to discuss these truths and to flesh them out and to, pass the time in a mind frame where, you're not going to get sick. Look, you can't even hang around with blue pill people, okay? Because they will tear you down. They'll be like, yeah, what kind of car do you have? And you could be like, hey, this is a car that I built by separate parts that I'm collecting because I'm learning to be a mechanic. And they'd be like, oh, so it's not the latest, newest model? I don't want to go out with you. But understand what a great achievement that would be for a man to be able to build his own car. So you see, I'm saying be that type of man who sees the value in that and teaches his son and the young man about that, not about impressing, the woman here. Okay. I'm going to cut it. I'm going to end it at that, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know what you think about this. Let me know what you think about what I'm doing, okay? How I'm doing it. I know the quality of, the audio sucks and everything like that, but we're stepping it up. I'm just going to have to do more. I'm just going to have to do more. But, yeah, of course, I want to increase quality production, value, stuff like that to you guys. So your feedback is really important to me. Keep me honest, okay? Hold me to account, okay? That's, consequences. If I say I'm going to do something, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Do this for each other as well to improve your skills to have a better tomorrow. And click on my PayPal donation link and do what you can. And if you can't, that's cool too. Listen to content, build yourself up, develop skills, work hard today to make tomorrow better and take pride in that. Okay. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, donate. I'm sorry I don't have more time to spend with you guys right now, but join me again, Howard Dare, as I hope to, plan to, intend to have more content for you. Thank you, MGTOW. Have a great day. I'll be back.